this is probably going to piss some people off and make some SMMA coaches start sweating, but what I'm about to share with you is going to be the difference between you starting a struggling agency and you building a high profit 7-figure business, right? See, everyone and their mom has a Facebook ads agency at this point, so you're screwing yourself before you even start if you're running Facebook ads for your clients, because the lead quality is trash. You're literally the same as everybody else. Everybody's doing the same thing, and people don't trust you because you're selling the same thing that they already tried and it didn't work for them, right? Now, with this new model, client service is extremely cheap and low maintenance. The lead quality is like actually good, and everybody wants to buy it because it's new and different, right? Now, if your clients are complaining about leads and lead quality and people are trash talking exactly what you're about to pitch them on sales calls and your client ad accounts are getting banned on Facebook all the time, it might be time for you to switch to YouTube ads. I personally switched to YouTube ads for my agency's service delivery away from Facebook ads, and I'm going to get into why here. Now, the old model with Facebook ads, it was a rat race to the bottom. My pricing got axed because SMMA became so saturated after everyone bought Eman Gadgie's course. As a result, I got desperate, so I sold to anyone, including these like trash clients who would tell me their ads weren't working after we spent like $250. They'd throw hissy fits. I'd be sitting there like, what am I even doing? Like, this is a complete waste of time. Now, with the new model, money becomes a lot easier, or money coming in is a lot easier. You know, I've got clients paying me $5K a month now, and they just like leave us alone. They let us work. You know, it's like that meme where like you have the low paying client and they're like breathing down your neck, and then you have the high paying client. They're just like, sent the check, like see you later. Like, that's very much the reality of this. And YouTube ads as a service in SMMA is like completely untapped right now. So my demand is very high. And because of that, I can turn trash clients down or just like drop them without fear of where my next deal's coming from, right? Now, again, back to the old model, ad maintenance was a pain. Like, I'd run ads and then I got confused. You know, there were too many variables, too many things going on. Like, there are your ad copies and then your headlines and then your creatives and then your lead magnet and like 50 different things going on. I was in ad accounts 24/7. And I was testing, again, like a million ad copies and creatives. And then also the audiences were very limited, especially in the special ads categories, like especially. Overall, it was just like a really high maintenance process when it came to client service. Also, the AI spins out of control and lead quality tanks. Like, one client I was working with, he was closing 5% of his leads. And then out of nowhere, like 70% of his leads were people looking to rent a home instead of buy. So like, he could get hardly any deals or any money out of that. And I changed nothing. The AI just like glitched basically. Zuck also makes algos to screw you. And I was experiencing that firsthand. And I was the virgin in this picture. If you've seen this, it's so funny. Like, uses a consistent naming scheme. You can read it all, but tries to target better than Facebook. Like, you know, fights for 1.79 ROAS. Like, it was just a nightmare. You're trying everything and nothing's really working. With YouTube ads, like, YouTube ads are low maintenance as hell. And it's really easy because all I got to do is just make sure the ads aren't like way overspending. YouTube ads are a really, really low maintenance in comparison to Facebook ads. They also have way better targeting options geographically, but they also have a lot more audiences. Well, geographically, that is in the special categories, but they also have more audiences, and like, you can theoretically make an infinite number of audiences on the Google Ads platform with YouTube ads, whereas you can't exactly do that on Facebook. I'm in ad accounts like once a week. Like, it's really pretty chill. I have 3 to 5 simple ads, not like 50, right? And I've found so far that lead quality is higher and just more consistently high. Again, without the AI spinning out of control and just giving me a bunch of crap. And YouTube ads are also a lot easier to scale than Facebook ads. Now I'm the Chad, where I'm just sitting here chilling, like, I'm just relaxing, right? I guess minus the jewel, getting a way higher ROAS. And 4.32, these are lower numbers. It's probably more like ecom reference. Now, also, let me know if my new mic's good. I got a new mic. Tell me if it sounds good. I think it sounds better, but you guys matter more. Sales calls were hard for me before. Like, and the truth is, a good salesman can't sell something nobody wants. Contrary to popular belief, a good salesman can't see a good sale. People say a good salesman could sell water to a fish, but a good salesman can't just sell any water to a fish, right? It's just true. And on sales calls, people were like, "Oh, I tried this before. It didn't work." Like I talked about before, they'd be like, "Oh, how are you different?" Right? I get that all the time. And I had a completely different solution, but people literally just could not see past the fact that I was using Facebook ads. But it's Facebook ads. I tried Facebook ads. In my head, I'm like, bro, like, what are you, like, it's completely different, right? Now, with YouTube ads, right, sales calls are a joke. Like, a meh salesman can sell a good product better than a good salesman can sell garbage. And that's just the truth, right? People are literally walking themselves into deals with zero objections. I have a video on my channel with proof of this, of a live sales call recording. Zero objections, guy just pays on the spot. And now people are telling me why I'm different. They're not asking me and pressing me, "Oh, how are you different? How are you any different?" Right? And I practice what I preach too, right? Because I run YouTube ads for myself. So now on calls, I'm able to say to people, look, like, you're proof that this thing's working because you're sitting here right now, right? The proof of concept, they are on the other end, right? And also, it's painfully obviously different. It's not just like slightly different, right? You also have more power in negotiations now because you simply have more options than they do. You have more demand, you have more clients you can choose from, and they don't have 16 different YouTube ad agencies they can choose from. They only have one, maybe two, because like they're like none of these things, right? But there are a million Facebook and Google ad agencies, and you're just like a commodity at this point, which is why your price point gets driven down so hard. And generating leads for myself was really hard when I was doing Facebook ads for my clients because I had no power in my outreach or in my ads. I was just like another one of those guys that everyone hates, and my ad comments on Facebook were pretty rough. I had a guy that I talked to, I thought he was a good dude, and then like I check one of my ad comments on Facebook and he's just like ripping on me. I'm like, okay, sick. I was just playing at a disadvantage, like I said, and like doing outreach. I'm sitting there sending emails to people like what's wrong? Like, why are people not responding? And the answer is that I was just another one of these guys, and I was just a number because there were so many people doing that, right? Now, with YouTube ads, generating leads is light. Like, leveraging YouTube ads in your own lead generation, it just makes it a cakewalk because marketing 101 is look at what everyone else is doing and just do something different, right? And YouTube ads is playing by different rules, which is kind of like an entrepreneurship 101, right? Don't just do the same thing as everybody else. Do something else. Then you stand out, and now, you're a category of one, right? If you've read Blue Ocean Strategy. Now, what everybody would do with Facebook ads is they copy paste, right? You either use UpX or like ads you find in YouTube tutorials or the Facebook ad library, right? You find somebody's agency, you're like, oh, I can see their client testimonial on their website. Then you race over to the ad library, you copy down their ads, you use Facebook lead forms, and then you have an ISA, or you have the Go High Level AI texting, which A2P ruined because now you legally have to say stop to unsubscribe, and everybody replies stop now. And like you're just aimlessly writing ads because you realize that this stuff like stops working when your ads fatigue, and like it's just a mess. Right? You're just like, this is what like 99% of people do. Now, if you play by different rules, right, it's pretty easy to make unique ads. I use a really dead simple scripting format. Like, it's so easy to understand. Like, you don't have to copy other people anymore. Landing pages are also way better than lead forms. So that's just one thing I've talked about a number of times on my channel and in my sales conversations. So if you're still using Facebook ads, use landing pages. ISAs, AI chatbots, they're no longer the reason people buy. These things are dead anyway. Like, everybody's tried these things and they're like, it's whatever. Like, these are just like gimmicks, basically. And all of this madness just led me to questioning everything. I was like I legitimately can't tell you how many times I was sitting there thinking like, why am I even doing this? And my clients, even after paying me, right, they would struggle to trust me because they've heard so many bad things about Facebook ads from people in their office or friends that they had or whatever, which would just lead to disasters. People would be looking for the negative things coming out of my service instead of the positive things. And like, people wouldn't even give it a shot, especially in real estate after interest rates have gone up. It's a much tougher market, so people's pockets are tighter, and it's even more important now than ever to be doing something different so that people can even give it a shot, because it's in their best interest to see this thing out, right? Otherwise, they're just throwing thousands of dollars out the window. Now, again, with YouTube ads, it's just easier. Life is easier. There's no more spiraling into a crisis for me, right? People are also much, much more patient to see the service out because, they've never tried it, right? They trust it more as a result. And in my business, the overall outcome from switching to YouTube ads for my clients has been faster growth, lower maintenance, significantly lower fulfillment costs. I'm talking like tens of dollars per client per month total, right? Like seriously low fulfillment costs. But that's basically that. If you want to see some other valuable videos, go to my channel. Otherwise, click whatever's on screen now, and I'll see you there.